Bishop DiMarzio is back from Rome, where he made his Ad Limina visit. But Bishop, before we talk about the Ad Limina visit with the Holy Father, there were these accusations that were made against you about a sexual abuse allegation in Jersey. So we wanted to get your reactions to that first.
Well, of course we deny it. It's just it would never happen. I have no idea who this person is. I have no recollection of the person, although there's other people at that time that were altar boys that I knew, and I still know today. Some of them I keep in contact with. So it's a very strange accusation, and we'll see. The attorneys have to handle that, and I can't do much about it except protest my innocence. That's all.
There has been a tremendous amount of support on your Facebook page from those former altar boys.
Right,
You know, and they really loved you, Bishop.
Yeah, it was funny. They're classmates of this guy, you know. So. There's a lot of support, so if you feel good for that anyhow. It hurts, but there's a lot of support that does help in these times.
And the fact is, there's no case yet. It has not been filed.
Right.
It would probably be in December if they do file a case, right?
Right.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your time in Rome. And you brought the report over to the Holy Father, and you gave the report about how the diocese is doing.
Right.
How are we doing?
Oh, very good. I mean, there wasn't any questions about our performance or what we did. We did bring the case for Monsignor Quinn.
Yes.
So that was accepted. I think that was shown in the paper last week. And that was a great thing to have finally got that point. And now we wait for him to be declared venerable if they accept what we have, that he's worthy of intercession. So we're working on that. So it was a really great week. If it wasn't for the accusation in the middle of it. Right. The time with the Holy Father was really good. He spent 2 hours with all the bishops of the province, and he said, the floor is yours, ask me any question and I'll answer the best I can. And we did, and everybody had a chance to ask him a question.
What kinds of questions did you ask the Holy Father?
It's hard to remember everything. There was a lot of questions that day. He talked about the work with migration. I was supposed to ask that question, and they asked for to do that. His love for migrants and where it came from. Talking about pro-life, about the demographic deficit of people not having children. He talked about whatever we had asked him to respond to. Some of it was some theological issues. The gender dysphoria, where these children are choosing to be something else than what they are. It was all over the place, really. So you really felt he was in charge of the church. He knew the issues. He was able to respond to them. So that was a very, very wonderful opportunity to see that we have leadership.
Did you have the impression that he was familiar with what was going on here in the local scene?
Oh, definitely. He spoke about Buffalo. When I left, he spoke to me and gave me encouragement. So he's in charge of the church. He knows all of the problems and issues.
So he was aware of the accusations. Yes. He had heard them.
Right.
And what did he say to you?
Oh, he said he hoped this would be resolved quickly. That was his hope.
Yeah. Well, you had a busy week because you have to go to all these different dicasteries. What happens at those meetings? Do you bring a report with them? Do you explain to them what's going on here in the diocese?
No, the reports are sent to 6 months ahead of time, so they have a chance to review them. So if they have any questions, they would ask us. There wasn't any real questions. Some clarifications were here or there. But they just like to get a view of the church in the United States, what we do, how we are operating. And then we have a chance to ask them questions too. I mean, make it clear in all the dicasteries, we're at your service. And what can we do to help you? And that was a very good attitude.
Did you get any feedback from them about how we're doing as a diocese? Are we healthy?
I think in certain areas they're very conscious of our evangelization efforts, our catechesis, how good it is, and maybe in comparison to others, we really are, I think, doing very well in that. So that was one area that we were, I think, complimented on. Our work with the religious also was very much appreciated. In general, I would say that we found a good reception.
Good. Well, Bishop, it's good to have you back home, and we'll continue to talk to you about these other stories as they develop.
Very good.
If If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then click on the bell to get instant updates about all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.